right, it's February 19th. Look at this hair. Look at the hair, bro. Look at the hair, chick. What's going on? But yeah, we're back with another video. It is February 19th, 9:53 in the morning. Look at that head shape, God. It's not receding, I promise you. It's just, I don't know why it grows like that. Maybe it's receding a little bit. 9:53 in the morning. I went to the gym. Let me just hold it, bro, because this is not going to be another long video. Holy, let me spread it out a little bit so it doesn't look like I'm balding too bad. But we're going to get a haircut right now. I'm tired. I've been tired these past few days. I barely even got a good workout in. Like, I was exhausted at the gym. I think going to the gym twice has literally burnt me out, okay? That's what's happening. I'm still going, okay? I took a day off. Still going. But that's what matters, you know. I needed that day, needed to recuperate, but I was tired at work today. I mean, you can see the bags even right there, like, they don't look that bad. And it's just, maybe I'm being a little dramatic. Maybe I need somebody to tuck me in the bed. Okay, lock in, bro. But yeah, I've been tired. I went to the gym. I walked the treadmill. I think I burned like 200 calories. Usually I'm in there burning like, 10 million, something light on a good day. That's a good day. You know, you don't want to see a bad day. It's probably like 5,000 calories I burn in one sitting. Maybe 30 minutes I burn 5,000 calories. Holy, she's getting after it. I don't know if you've seen that. She was running. She's burning calories. But yeah, we're gonna go get a haircut. I'm gonna show you guys what it looks like after the haircut. But I've been keeping God close, listening to my Bible and stuff and my Psalms. And if you want to, like I said, listen to something that's good, this right here, just look that up. Look that up on like Spotify or something. Retire Final. Am I holding it still enough? Hold on, we're about to park. Let me see. Look. See how knowledge. Look at the glass, bro. This junk has been broke. I need to get that fixed. But look up this right here. Retire Final Alvedon. Bless me, thank you. Bless you, thank you. But hold on, I think that's a cop. Can you see out the rearview mirror right here? No, never mind, that ain't no cop. But yeah, look up there. I was just listening to that and it just plays. And like, I just think of God, man. And like that, it keeps me good. It keeps me grounded because I had a bad day at work. I was exhausted. There was so much. I was getting whooped at work. Like, I'm talking whooped. I was overthinking things. It was going hard. And I was just like, God, like, I wasn't even thinking of God. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I was just like, man, I was like, I'm tired, bro. Like, I'm exhausted. You know what I mean? I'm exhausted. I really am. And it's probably just because I'm going to the gym so much. Probably going with the boys from work, and then also going by myself, and then I have to get up, like go to shower, go home, shower, get ready for bed. You know what I mean? Try to fit in some studying. Like, I'm overworking myself. 60 hours, on my days off, I'm spending time with my grandma, studying there. Like, I'm studying there, but like, that's where I'm fully focusing on my studying. But I need to set time aside for myself and just like get back on track. You know what I mean? My boys, they should be good at the gym. I'm going to start going by myself, and then if I can work back into my schedule, then I'll go back with them to Planet Fitness. But I need to focus on my schedule. You know what I mean? I need to lock in and actually get my workouts in because I'm getting tired, bro. Like, it's to the point where I'm clocking in at like 5:30 at work. Usually I'll clock in like 5:25. Okay, you're supposed to be there by 6 o'clock. You're supposed to clock in by like 5:45. I think you're late. But I'll clock in 5:25, get ready, look at the line, make sure everything's running good, and like other lines, see how everything else is running. Not because I need to, bro, but it's just I like production, bro. I told you guys how I was at 16, and that's just my mindset. That's just how it was. And even in the Bible, it tells us to work hard, work good, and be good workers. You're always gonna have to work, no matter what. It doesn't matter if you're getting paid for it or if you're not. You're always gonna have to work. You know what I mean? And a lot of Mexicans, they understand that. I'll tell you that right now. Like, they do not care. I'll say they, but I'm Mexican, full-blooded. Shit, it may not look like I look like a damn monkey, a chimpanzee picked up off the side of the road. But most Mexicans understand that. That's the, they be like, if you need somebody to get a job done, call a Mexican, a real Mexican. I'm not talking about one of those little lazy ones that are Americanized. Usually I'm one of a kind, baby. I'm gonna tell you right now. A lot of the Mexicans, I've worked with a lot of Mexicans that were born and raised in America, and let me tell you right now, they are not worth a damn. You know, I might get a lot of hate for that down the road. Maybe some Sollracz canceled for saying American, Mexican. No, literally the typical American Mexican, like the ones that are raised here, they call them Edgars and stuff like that. That's what they would call them. But like, they're sagging, they're selling drugs, or you know what I mean? Not that that's wrong. You know, everybody has different paths. But I was around that stuff growing up, and I just chose a different path. A lot of y'all are probably the same way. You know, if you're watching these videos, you just, you know, maybe you went down that path and you're trying to change, but that's just something that I never was interested in. You know what I mean? But that's typical. That's how the average Mexican that was born and raised here is, and they're just bad. And then like the parents are hardworking, and it's just everywhere. I met so many people. I've worked with them, where the Mexican is just the one that's born here. The child is just so lazy, not wanting nothing, goes to work, lazy. I've worked with them. There's this one dude, his name was Jose. My grandpa's name is Jose. My grandpa's a hard worker, bro. Hard worker. This dude's name was Jose. He was like 21 at the time when I was 18, working at the factory at the first factory job I worked at, which was in High Point for Tessa. I brought it up in these videos. He was like 21, 22, and I was freshly 18. Like, as soon as I turned 18, I got the factory job. I locked in, because like that's the age, that's the minimum age you had to be. Before that, it was like McDonald's, I think. And then, shit, this lighting looking good. I remember I worked with this Jose dude. I'm like, bro, you disrespected my grandpa's name, bro. Lazy dude, lazy. Like, I'm trying not to cuss, but dude, he would make me so mad, bro. I used to be getting mad. Like, he used to be taking hour-long breaks. Like, long breaks, screwing everybody over. I don't know if anybody at Vitessa remembers him from that job, that factory job that I'm mentioning. Bro, it was like one of the first few people that he didn't last too long. Of course not. He would be smoking at work. You know what I mean? Like, come on, bro. Like, he just was annoying. He was always ready for break. Always ready for break. Never ready for work. That's the average Mexican American that's raised in America, bro. Lazy, spoiled, you know what I mean? But when you see a foreigner, every single time I've worked with a foreigner, almost 10 times out of 10, they're hard workers, bro. Hard work, almost all the time. You know, there's people that I've told at my jobs that I were at the lowest. My schedule, I have to go get my haircut at 10, 15. So I'm about to wrap it up, and then I'm going to go in there. But I'm about to wrap this up. Just, God dang. It's crazy because the hair kind of like dips down. Look at it. And then I got a flat head right here. Boom. That's what I'm talking about. Whenever I was a kid, I need answers. Did they throw me on my bed? Like, was I sleeping on the bed like this or something? Like, when I was sleeping or what? Like, come on now, pick me up. Like, look. Yeah. Flat head. Right here looks normal. You know what I mean? I get a lot of, oh, you got that Marlon face. But then when you turn to the side, damn, what the hell happened? Damn, coconut head. But, yeah, bro. Just lazy people. I can't stand lazy people, bro. They get under my skin. Back then, it used to be bad, but now I'm slowly starting to just let it go. Do my work, focus on myself, get my money, and then focus on my goals. Keep God at the center, and then move on. I used to get so mad. I'm telling you, at McDonald's, I don't know if I went into the story time really good, but I remember there was a dude that was my age at McDonald's, too. Light-skinned dude, tall, skinny. This dude, I remember he would always hide in the bathroom, smoking in the bathroom on his phone while he's wrapping a cheeseburger. I remember this dude. Like, I remember what he looks like. He had tattoos. We were both 16. Like, he was tatted up to his arms. And I was 16, and I never thought that stuff was cool. You know, maybe I looked on, I'm gonna look like a badass, you know. But in my head, I'm like, I'm not that kind of person. I would never do that. You know, I wouldn't get tattoos and stuff. I just never thought of getting this. But he looked cool as hell. Oh, that motherfucker cool. He was be on his phone wrapping a cheeseburger. He didn't give a damn. Not a clue in the fucking world. My bad, I'm cussing. But yeah, he would just be, he didn't care. But I remember one time he got me so mad. He went to the bathroom and he was like gone for an hour. I would tell the managers too. I'm like, bro, go get him from the bathroom, bro. Like, and I was 16. I'm like, I have no authority. I can't go get him from the bathroom. One day he pissed me off so bad. I went in the bathroom. I got him out of there. Like, boom, 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 boom. Come on, bro, you got to get out. Come on, he was mad. I told you, he was just like, he would always be looking at me like that. Like, man, you 16, bro. You doing too damn much. We both the same age, man. We both got to go to school after this. He probably didn't even go to school. I don't give a damn if he did or not. If you're going to go to work, if you're going to work with me and you're going to make my life a living hell, I promise you I'm going to do it right back to you, bro. Because everybody has to work, right? It says it in the Bible. Everybody has to work, whether you're religious or not. One thing we can all agree on is that you got to get a job. You got to work throughout every single area of history, whether it's right now or the future, whether robots take over or back in the past. You always got to work. There's always a form of work. Always. There's always going to be a form of work. And if you're being lazy, bruh, you got it coming to you when they fire you. I'm telling you right now. Like, right now, I'm not in that headspace that I was when I was 16. When I was 16, bro, I used to be on people's ass, bro. I used to be trying to get everybody fired if they were lazy. Now, I'm just focused on my job, trying to get my money, get my job done. If somebody's slacking, I'll pick up after them. And, like, you know, I won't really say anything. You know what I mean? I try not to get that way. But sometimes I snap. But I'm trying, bro. I'll see y'all tomorrow. I'm about to go in there and get my hair cut. Love you guys. See y'all tomorrow. I tell you, this eye, is it crooked? Is it crooked right now to y'all, or is that just me, bro? Am I cross-eyed? I'll see y'all tomorrow. Love y'all. Bye. Good night. All right, we just got out. Boy, did you think I didn't even get a haircut? Okay, look, I got the Marlin shape up. Stay over there. What y'all thinking? I was like, I don't want to fade, bro. I was like, I'm just trying to, God dang. I gotta keep it at this angle, because if I switch it up, then you're gonna see my head shape. I mean, I'll tell you that dude at work, he said I got a strong head. He said my head is strong. He said your face is strong, your forehead's strong. He said your people are gonna conquer this world. I was like, all right, bro, cut it out. He's like, I'm gonna be there to help you guys when y'all do it. I was like, I don't know what this dude is talking about, bro. I don't even know the dude's name. And it was when I first started at the factory. But next step, bleaching the hair. No, just kidding. Marlon, stove it. My bad. All right, I gotta go inside. I'm going to bed. I just needed to get shaped up right here because I was tired of this and I didn't want to fade. You know, because when I get a fade, that ski mask goes down. Like, it'll just fall off of my face. And, like, while I'm working, it's coming down. Hold on. What the? Ooh. What kind of face is that? All right, bro. I got to go to bed. You thought it was ugly? No, I'm just kidding. My bad. Yeah, but I'm going to grow out my hair. I'm growing it out. I told him not to take nothing off the top. I just told him shape up the lines and stuff like that. Shape up the back. Because I was getting tired of it. Like, at the back, there was just a bunch of buildup right here, and it was just feeling nasty, you know? So I just got to wait for it to get a little longer for it to frizz out, and then, you know, I get my middle part back. That's what I'm going for, bro. I've been growing my hair back for the middle part because I shaved it in the stream. Oh, man, I should have never shaved it. At least the clip went viral, though, for Jinxie. You know what I mean? So it was worth it a little bit. Not really. But we're growing the hair back. Let me get a Marlon thumbnail haircut. Make it look like Marlon dyed his hair black. Let me see. Get this, put it down a little bit like that, and then we probably need it in the dark a little bit. Let's go inside and get the thumbnail in the dark. Or does this work? Does this work right here? Hold on, watch. We need the neck and the... Let me see. See the jaw? You see the jaw? Hold on, I told him to do my eyebrows. What the f... They messed up. Let me see. I'm trying to get the right thumbnail. Hold on, wait. Give me a minute. Oh, ah. All right, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Screw it.